Hey guys, and welcome back to Robtastic Productions. And so, with another new edition of the Now series has come and released. Well, and I think it's about time I start showing it to you guys. And so, to start off with, that has been released on the 12th of April 2019, is Now That's What I Call Music 102. Now, when I first saw it, and it looks kind of different as they've gone for a different approach with their cover designs and even tilting that New and Now logo, as it's just like a Clubland fonted Now logo they are now currently using. And it's two discs here. And here's the spine here. I really have been excited for these albums as I've only got into these here. And now with this, yeah. And that's strangely enough that Ariana Grande started off and finished off disc one with Seven Rings and Thank You Next. And then we have Ava Max, Sweet But Psycho. And I like Mark Ronson's with Miley Cyrus, Nothing Breaks Like a Heart, George Ezra, Pretty Shining People. And then there's a Dua Lipa with a later Battle Angel song called Swan Song. And do check that movie out. I haven't seen it yet. And also, to any Doctor Who fans, Lewis Capaldi is on there with a song called Grace and Someone You Loved, as he is an descendant to the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, which I think you guys might probably know about by now. But anyhow, and it has reunions from the greatest bands, Westlife with Hello My Love, and I haven't heard from them since the 2000s, and has Take That, Everlasting, now 99, and Jose, almost, as you might hear off the late 2000s, who also sung Goodbye Mr. A, and also Brian Adams, that you don't often hear on the Mon Now album, and Michael, which is called Shine a Light. And there's Michael Bublé, Love You Anymore. The previous song I heard from him is something Christmas, or even Just Haven't Met You Yet. And oh, Rod Stewart, eh? Look in her eyes, here we go. And that's oddly enough that the last time we hear from Rod Stewart was on the first ever Now album from 1983. So Now 1 up to here is the long span in between appearances of long absent gaps. That's weird though. And finally, just to round up this track listing of this, is Hugh Jackman, Keela Settle, Zac Efron, Sandia, and The Greatest Showman Ensemble. The Greatest Show. And that's weird because Keela Settle and The Greatest Showman Ensemble appeared once before on this album with a song called This Is Me, which carried on having airplay on the radio stations. And that's strange that they didn't include the Pink song from there. Instead, they selected Walk Me Home on disc one. You know that. And also, just on the last six tracks is the six bonus tracks from Now 2, 35-year anniversary of Now 2 in a throwback. And that is really fascinating though. Here's the discs, and there's an advert of Now 2 for the first time on CD and also on vinyl, and even as an inverted disc, and also this here, the app. I don't want to listen to the app. I did try it once, but that really is causing enough hassle. And also the main thing that I was really excited for on the same day of release, as mentioned a second ago, is this here. Now that's what I call music 2, which, but as you may have heard, has been re-released. And if you watched one of my previous videos, that you know that I was excited for this CD release. Well, it finally came. Sorry I didn't do a video on these two albums since I was really busy, but I'll give you a showing, and even still maintain the back cover. like on a vinyl release way back in 1984, and that really still amazes me. And so, and to you YouTubers, and here it is, like on the back of the vinyl cover, and they've just removed the VHS release because the format became obsolete. Here's a CD, and if I can get that open from the other side, yep. And here's a CD again. Ignore that because the app doesn't mean anything. Ruins the release though, and that really still impresses me though, as I was really excited to see it on the CD. Yeah. And so that rounds up the latest releases of Now That's What I Call Music, Now 102 and Now 2. And I do hope on Now 103 they'll release Now 3 and so on, but who knows. So to Now Music, keep it coming. And that is pretty much it. But while I was here, a little bonus here. Yes, I finally got my hands on the rare copy of Now That's What I Call Music 9. 16 top 20 hits. That singular CD first came out in 1987. And believe it or not, Now That's What I Call Music 9 CD is the one that ended my CD collection. Despite now 4 being hard to get, which can be ignored though, as I've only had it only 3 weeks ago, and that is good. And here's the spine here, and here's the 16 track lists. I like See La Vie and Live It Up, and they've added Reed Petit onto the back of it, and The Pretenders' Hymn to Her. As I enjoyed it listening to it in the car, and even this here, the shiny discs. Yes, the return of looking at the shiny Now CD, and also its leaflet. Oh yes. And so that rounds it up on my collection. And I really am proud though, as I just want to say a big, massive thanks to those guys who've been watching me and sticking with me on this channel. As I just want you to hit that like and subscribe and even comment in the section below. And so I will be signing you off, and I'll be listening to my Now albums. Bye.